The SU women's soccer team is coming off of a strong 11-win season in which it reached the PSAC quarterfinals. It was their second PSAC tournament trip in the last 3 years. But in 2016, the team has bigger goals in mind, and they've switched some things up a little bit, getting ready for this season. Let's take a look at how the Raiders are shaping up for the 2016 campaign.
Right, so in the spring we changed our conditioning to a thing called periodization, which focuses more on long-term fitness versus short-term fitness. So instead of doing sprints to get ready, we focus more on real game-like situations, so 11 aside or 7 aside, to really get the game-like fitness ready. And it also decreases our overuse injuries. And coming from the spring, we had no overuse injuries, and everyone was healthy. And so far, we haven't had anybody sit out during preseason. So everything with the periodization seems to be working for us.
So hopefully the idea is that, when it counts the most, and we hope we're involved here at the end of the season when the PSAC playoffs roll around, that we will be relatively injury-free and fresh as far as the energy and stuff when playoffs roll around. So that's kind of the idea, but it's so far players have bought into it, and it seems to be going really well.
We focus a lot on mental conditioning. I know we meet with Dr. Chris on a regular basis, and usually at the beginning we go over what we're expecting of the season, kind of what our goals are and how we want to achieve them and how we plan to achieve them.
The one thing the other coaches and myself have noticed is just an enthusiasm about which they train. We've talked a lot about building relationships with each other, that team chemistry piece. So that's gone really well. They seem to be getting to know one another. We've done a lot of relationship building type of activities away from the field with them. And the piece that I think will come is the communication part, both on the field and off the field, as far as being on the same page. But certainly when you're incorporating new players and getting your old players back together who haven't played together for several months, that's one of the pieces that will certainly come and be developed as time goes forward.
Just coming from our first scrimmage, we won 3-0, and there was so much energy. The chemistry with this team already is phenomenal, and I just think it's going to make for a really great season.
From an 11-win team last year, return a good portion of players that helped make that happen last year. So we suffered probably numbers-wise the biggest losses as far as losing three of the 4 starters, but we have very talented players, and to be honest, I don't think we're going to miss too much of a beat going forward and back. I think we'll be very good defensively. Again, we have the central midfield largely intact, returning, and certainly everybody up top is coming back, and our goal scorers are all back. So it's a blend of experience and talent, but also we have several very, very talented players who have joined the program as well, and I think those players will contribute more and more as we go along.
Yeah, as our time here, when we came here as freshmen, they have like a mantra that's RST, and it's relentless, smart, together. And it's just something that we like to say to ourselves. We write it on our captain bands just to always remember to be relentless in a game, play smart, and play together, because if we don't do those, then we're not going to win. Obviously, getting into the PSAC tournament and being the champions with that has always been the main goal, but something we've really focused on through the years is really focusing on the first 200 feet, so not getting too far ahead of ourselves, thinking about those last games. Really, what's important is to think about winning the games that are closest, like the next game and the next game, because if we don't win those, then we're not going to get or advance further into that.
Yeah, I think the ceiling of potential is very high. I think the expectations are high, but what we talk about on a daily basis is that process of improvement day to day, and then let the results take care of themselves. Hopefully the combination of being talented, lots of returning players, along with the right mindset will pay dividends for us down the road.
us being seniors, coming in our freshman class, going to the NCAA tournament and making it to the semis of the PSAC, I think we're ready to get back there again, and we kind of matched the senior class that we had our freshman year, and we have the energy and the desire to get there, and I think that we can lead our team to get to that point again.